What up, peoples? You already know Big Lou tapping back in. What it do? Big Lou, NFZR2, baby, baby. Um, just found out looking through some news, boxing news. Uh, Lightweight champ, or I don't know if he's got currently holds a belt at lightweight or not. I think he does. The WBA regular, I believe it is. Yeah, lightweight. Javante Tank Davis out of Baltimore got arrested for domestic violence charge of in Broderick County, which is Miami area, for and he was booked in on battery charge. Um, I'll give you a little bit. This is from the New York Post. World boxing champ Javante Tank Davis was arrested on a domestic violence charge in Florida on Tuesday, according to jail records. The 28-year-old boxing star was booked into Broderick County Jail on battery charge, records show. Details of the arrest and alleged domestic violence incident were not immediately available. Davis has prior domestic violence arrests. In 2020, he was captured on video forcefully grabbing his ex-girlfriend and mother of his child by the throat at a charity basketball game at the University of Miami. Davis surrendered to police days after the video circulated on Twitter and was charged with simple battery domestic violence. The victim suffered injuries to her lip and jaw, according to the arrest report at the time. So if you guys don't know, he's set to fight January 7th, 2023 in DC against Dominican Hector Luis Garcia. And it's unclear as of right now if his arrest Tuesday will affect this boxing match. The Baltimore native has held multiple world championship titles in three weight classes, including the WBA lightweight title, the regular. Since 2019, he remains undefeated more than 9 years into his professional career with 27 wins. Um, and that's what we got so far with this issue here with Tank Davis. Just a little something something just dropped. You know what I mean? Probably ain't no. I mean, sometimes people get picked up on these domestic disputes, and sometimes there was no type of violence even involved. So a lot of times things need to get looked into, and the investigators will look into it. Just because you're arrested doesn't mean that you're going to get charged with that. I mean, you got charged with it doesn't mean it's going to be a conviction. A lot of times they'll amend the charges and drop it down to something else. Sometimes they'll say, okay, well, plead to this and we'll hang it over your head and you stay out of trouble for 6 months to a year. We'll come back to court and dismiss it off your case, off your record. I've seen that happen a lot of times. So it just depends. It doesn't necessarily mean that he did something. We'll find out that, there wasn't really much more details to it than that. Um, but the first one, they said he was on video at a charity basketball game, grabbing her by the throat, which is kind of stupid. Uh, you know, a lot of witnesses. I mean, he shouldn't be doing it anyways, but I'm just saying people don't think when they do things. It's one of those things. But anyways, just wanted to drop a little something about Tank Davis. Because I don't know if it's still official or if it actually went through official, but at one point it did say on the when you look at the boxing records, it did say that him and Ryan Garcia were going to fight in, I think it was April, or it was March or April of 2023. So I don't know if that's still going to happen, but they did put it on the Google. They did put it under their belts, but obviously it didn't come yet, so it didn't have it. Obviously it was no decision or unanimous decision, split decision, knockout in the third round, TKO in the seventh round. It didn't say none of that. It was just blank, but it said Ryan Garcia, and they were set to fight in March, April, or May, but I think it was March or April. But first he has to go see Hector Luis Garcia first. So that being said, Big Lou tapping out.